I've been living in this apartment for 4 years now. 40 square meters. It is not big by any means, but I've decided on it not in spite of the size, but because of it. It was perfect for me. From the very beginning, I had a clear vision on where everything should be. Every section and wall I wanted to use for something specific, apart from this little corner. But slowly, over time, I made my own little paradise. But not only did I think I took care of the apartment, but of my education, job, family, hobbies like these, YouTube and photography. It's those periods of your life when everything else seemingly looks perfect from the outside. If you're willing to look deep within yourself, you will find flaws. So many flaws, in fact, that it will definitely overwhelm you, maybe even put you into despair. Facing my own demons and trying to change my character from its root was a far greater challenge than graduating from STEM fields, running a full marathon, or finding a dream job. But if you're willing to put in real effort, face real people who you may hurt, forgive someone, if you're willing to let everything go and bury your ego, God will absolutely reward you for it.
Ikeo! Yay! Oh, Swildo! So you plan this to go to IKEA? But I asked you before if we were going to IKEA and you said
There's one more twist. We're not here just to be in IKEA.
we're going to eat meatballs here.
Yes,
Yeah.
that as well.
We're going to buy
What?
the table for the Nook, right?
Yes. I'm honestly so glad I got to surprise her with this whole trip. And after this long and beautiful, but somewhat tiring day, it was time to get to work. During these 4 years of building my apartment and being single all that time, this particular corner I always left kind of empty. Partially because I already sorted out everything else the way I wanted to, but mostly because I actually didn't really know what to do with it. But then, after those 4 years, she decided to show up in my life. At a first glance, it looked like a random coincidence. But just a bit later, and we realized that we actually found each other when we needed each other the most. This whole Nook idea was actually hers, not mine. And when she brought it up, I immediately fell in love with it, since she's an artist and would definitely use it all the time. So after she said that, I immediately started searching through different options and was trying to figure out which one would fit the best in this already confined space. I almost always shop for furniture at IKEA, since it really has that minimal aesthetic that I appreciate, but it's also pretty affordable. And so I went through a lot of different variants. But when I saw this shelf with a sliding table option that came out just recently, I immediately knew it was the one. As we were approaching the end of the build, and as the final result was appearing in front of us, I couldn't help but get this immense sense of gratefulness and fulfillment. Both me and her will now have our own places to create and work from in this small apartment. But one more thing came across my mind. This tiny corner that I never really paid attention to, after being transformed into this entirely new and beautiful space, brought so much more life into the entire room and the apartment as a whole. Despite me initially thinking that my job here was done and that I have everything perfectly set up. You will never come to the point in your life where you will have everything figured out. But you can be sure that if you allow changes to come, they will brighten up your view to the point that you will wonder if you were even able to see before. If you want to check out this very cool and unique wireless charger, which can also double as a basketball court, it's from a channel sponsor Cookshoe. They have very practical and high quality stands and chargers, so you have a link in the description, and make sure you enter code PAVLE to get 10% off anything at their website. Also, this movie wouldn't have been possible without an amazing music from Epidemic Sound, so go ahead and check them out for free in the description. If you enjoyed this experience, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Instagram and check out my website and Patreon. Thank you so much for watching.